Right, gang, so I have another piece of news. ABS, which is robot umps, is officially going to AAA. It's going to be used in every stadium in 2023, starting in 2023. So that means robot umps. I mean, they're going to try and see. Major League started at the low A level and then kind of worked its way up. And, to see how well it applies, how well it works, and they want to see how much it's going to put them in a position to potentially consider using it at the Major League level. Now, I'm not a fan of it. I like the human element of the game. I want a physical person catcher behind the game, like behind the plate and all this stuff. So, without a robot ump, I'd rather a human ump with the catcher and all that stuff. So, keeping it as human as possible. Again, this game was made by humans, not by robots. So, this is where I'm not a fan of this robot ump thing, but it's going to happen at the AAA level in 2023. And then I guess they'll see how it goes. Now, each team gets 3 challenges. They started that last year. It seemed to work well enough to them to continue going on. So the offensive team gets 3 challenges in terms of the AB system. So that's where it's going to happen. And we'll see how well it works, and we'll see whether it changes, a pitcher's way of doing things or a hitter's way of doing things or a catcher's way of doing things. So, but let me know what you think. I'm really, really curious to see if you're a fan of this or not. Again, I'm not a fan of the robot ump thing, at least not at the Major League level. I'm not a fan of it at all, period. So I'd rather keep this game human as possible. So that's where I'm concerned. Now, we'll talk about it more on the live stream tonight, too. And one thing I'll say this before the live stream. For folks, I highly encourage you, like I put out a video earlier about Trevor Bauer and whether, now with the Frankie Montas injury, whether the Yankees should consider him as an option. And then I put out both sides of the story, but some people don't watch the videos from beginning to end. I encourage folks, if you're going to watch my videos, watch them from beginning to end, because when it comes to a video like this, I put both sides of the story out, okay? The counterpoint and then, the counterpoint to that. So you could see, like, okay, here's this, okay, I can understand it, but here's the point too. Rather than skipping it or just halfway through and then only getting one side of it and then coming and attacking me or somebody else for that point of view when you didn't even hear the other side. So I encourage you to watch the videos from beginning to end, because I do put both sides of the story out. So, and I want you to make as well informed of an opinion as possible. So, and again, we'll get into more detail in the conversation tonight. We'll talk about that, talk about robot umps, and a whole bunch of other stuff as it pertains to baseball, particularly the Yankees. And but I really want to know what you think about robot umps, whether you're a fan, whether you're not, and why. Why? Personally, like I said, I want to keep the human element in this game, and I feel the robot umps will strip a chunk of it away. So, and again, what are you going to argue it? The catcher going to argue it? A TV screen? It's just, that's the other fun part of the game. We like, watching arguments between catchers and umps or hitters and umps. Like, that's going to go away. It's not going to be fun. That's one of the most fun parts of watching baseball. So, but that's just my opinion. But again, so let me know what you think. And again, please watch the videos from beginning to end, because I want to make sure that you're making a well-informed opinion on something rather than just a part of the story. Because this is the thing, particularly with Trevor Bauer, his story might be, it sounds ugly and terrible, yeah, but he was also cleared criminally. So, and we don't know everything, which is another point. That's the other problem. And again, like I mentioned, do the Yankees consider him because of the Frankie Montas injury, which changes situations now? And if you haven't heard, take a look. I put a video out on that too. That can change the calculus for the Yankees pitching rotation now. So, and why? But then, is it a chemistry issue, which I brought that up multiple times in the issue, in the video. So when it comes to Trevor Bauer, because do people have a problem bringing him on here? And if so, then it doesn't make sense to get him on here. So I bring both sides of the story here. I'm not promoting a whatever he did, because we don't really know the whole story. Again, this is where making poor decisions or bad decision on half intel or inaccurate stories. This is why I'm not a fan of it. That's why I want you to try to get you as much information as possible, so you know what's going on, so that other people can know what's going on and make good opinions, or form good opinions and form good judgments and stuff. Because again, it happens too much when people base opinions on bad information. And all of a sudden they go with this bad information peddled by terrible sources or whatever, and then all of a sudden you wind up being wrong later on. And I don't want that to happen to you guys and gals. I don't want you to look foolish if you make an opinion that turns out to blow up in your face. It doesn't make any sense. So that's why I encourage you to watch a video like that, for just all my videos from beginning to end, so that you don't miss any information. Because I put out information throughout all the videos. So and again, that's just my opinion. I hope that you do that. You don't have to, obviously, but I hope that you do, because I want you to be informed, okay? And I don't want you to have half the story or a quarter of a story or my version of what I want you to hear in this story. No, that's not how we do things here. Other places, maybe, not here, okay? So, but that's it, okay? So let's talk about this, but let's talk about the robot umps, man. Give me your feedback on this one. Yo, this one's... Ugh. Let's go.